everyone, Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the Weekend Preview for February 27th, 2012. We've got a lot to talk about this week, including a couple firsts that I want to definitely mention because they're pretty interesting regarding my partnership with Machinima, so more on that as we talk about the week in preview. However, as usual, what I would like to do is take the opportunity to review what we've done the previous week so that everyone knows what has been going on, you're up to speed, and you know what you need to catch up on if you have not had a chance to watch everything. So this past week was extremely eventful for many different reasons, primarily because, that is right, Episode 2 of Project 7 has been released, and we actually started off the week with a little teaser trailer of Project 7, and then later on in the week I actually did a second trailer to build even more hype, all leading up to the eventual release of Episode 2 on Sunday, February 26th. Now, I guess what I should do is address a couple of questions and things that have been going on. Number one, a lot of people have been saying, Phil, what happened? Why isn't the episode showing up in 1080p? Okay, it's not showing up in every resolution up to 720p, but no 1080p. Well, as of 8 p.m. on Sunday, February 26th, which is when I'm actually recording this week in preview, I'm just not uploading it right away because I want to give Project 7 Episode 2 more time to be the only new thing on my channel so that it gets a little bit more attention. But, yeah, the bottom line is the episode actually is in 1080p. I uploaded the full 1080p file to YouTube, and YouTube, in all of its wisdom, as of 8 p.m. Sunday, has not converted it to the 1080p, and so you can't watch it in full 1080p. So for anyone who is looking forward to full 1080p, I completely apologize. It has nothing whatsoever to do with us. The file that we have is 1080p, and YouTube apparently has had some kind of an error and screwed it all up. So we don't know why it won't do that, but there's nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. Also, for the very first time, pretty much on any video I've ever done on YouTube ever, what I've done is in the video for Episode 2 of Project 7, I've added annotations. Now what these are these pop-ups that are going to appear during the video that are actually going to link you to important things. So for example, when the video first starts, there's two pop-ups that link you to Episode 1 of Project 7 in case you missed it or you just want to watch it to refresh yourself, and also a frequently asked questions video that I created several months ago. So for someone who has no idea what this series is, they can watch that video and it'll give them more information and a little bit of backstory on why exactly Project 7, how it started, you know, where it's going, and so on and so forth. So it's the first time I've ever done anything like that, and I'm hoping that it will actually help not only, obviously, to inform people, but also to, you know, get some additional views, which would be great. Now, what I would like to say is I strongly recommend that everyone who really enjoyed Episode 1 and 2 of Project 7 do go subscribe to Respect the Pact. These guys are very dedicated to making quality videos. They have several different video game parody style videos and interesting kind of stories over on their channel, Respect the Pact. Outside of Project 7, they do a significant amount of other videos. They actually just recently started their very first video game playthrough because they've become partnered with Machinima, and they decided that, you know what, we should be putting some playthroughs up on our channel as well. So go check them out, and definitely subscribe if you like their stuff. I think they definitely deserve the attention, and they should have more attention. I'm surprised they don't have more subscribers than they do right now. I'm actually a little disappointed at that, so please go check those guys out, okay? Another question I want to answer. A lot of people said, oh, Phil, Episode 1 had no video game gameplay in it. Episode 2 had a lot of video game gameplay in it. What's going on? Well, it was because in Episode 2, it was story-driven that we're playing games. Now, I can tell you right now, in future episodes, they're not about that. And I said that right off the bat in Episode 1. This series is not about us doing playthroughs of games. It's completely different. In this case, we took an outside element of what we do, which is video game playthroughs, and incorporated it into the series because it made sense for the plotline at that point. But you're not going to see any more of that in future episodes, at least not that we're immediately planning. So go check out Project 7 Episode 2 if you have not. We think it is extremely good. A lot of positive feedback already. I mean, the video has not been up for 12 hours yet. I uploaded it literally 3 or 4 in the morning last night. It's 8 p.m. now, so it hasn't even been up for 24 hours, and YouTube's showing almost 40,000 views on it. When you search for it, that's the other thing with YouTube. It locks up, it freezes up, it doesn't show you the right amount of views properly. It's looking like probably within the first day we're going to get roughly 50,000 views, which is going to be great. That's exactly what we're looking for. We're hoping that over the course of the week people watch it again and again, which is exactly what happened with episode 1. And hopefully, now that people see where the series is going and they see that the episode is much longer than episode 1, they see how we're kind of trying to incorporate games and humor into the series, they'll spread the word and it'll appeal to more widespread audience, wide spread audience, or mainstream audience, what I meant to say. So please, even if you have friends who don't necessarily like video game playthroughs, I say still show them the series and see if they like it, okay? You know us, we don't go out doing amazing promotional work. We're not going to go buy ads on some website. We're not going to go spam other websites, forums and stuff. Hey, watch this new web series. We just do what we do and we let people come and experience it for themselves, and we depend on you for word of mouth to please let everyone know about the stuff we do. So please spread the word about Project 7. Thank you. So I'm done talking about Project 7 now. Let's recap what else happened this past week. Well, I finished up some extensive story mode gameplay. Actually, it's campaign mode gameplay, or career mode. I think it's called career mode gameplay in UFC Undisputed 3. Ended up kicking the living shit out of most of the competition with my Forrest Griffin character in multiple weight classes, so you can check that out. I also finally had a chance to try out the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer demo with the multiplayer gameplay, which I feel is really cool, and it's going to add to Mass Effect 3's quality and replayability, so check that out. Then on Tuesday, we had a big release day. We had Azura's Wrath, or Ashura's Wrath, however you say it. We also had Syndicate. And then on Wednesday, we had even bigger releases with the PS Vita. That's right, the new PlayStation handheld system, which I actually have right here with me. And I've been playing extensively this past week. And also, we had Alan Wake American Nightmare that was released. So, Azura's Wrath, I finished the campaign, and I have done a Hateful Truth on it. I think it is a very, very polarizing game, meaning there's some people that really like it, and there's some people who really dislike it, and then there's maybe some people who, like me, who I don't necessarily dislike it. I just thought it was not enough of a game to even warrant anyone to go buy the damn thing. So, check that out. If you want to know my feelings on Azura's Wrath, I think it's going to open the eyes of a lot of people, especially compared to some of the reviews I've been seeing in the mainstream media. Famitsu gave the game a 38 out of 40. What a bunch of fucking assholes. But anyway, I digress. In addition to Azura's Wrath, I completed the full campaign playthrough of Alan Wake American Nightmare. Really interesting game. For like a $15 DLC game, it was worth the money, especially compared to, again, Azura's Wrath, which is actually the same length for a $60 retail game with no replayability. But anyway, in addition to that, I reviewed the PS Vita later on in the week. Not necessarily a review, I would want to say. I did a special unboxing video on Wednesday when I first bought it, and then on Friday I did my first impressions video, meaning I played it for about 2 days. I gave my impressions about the system, the handheld itself, also about the games and such. Definitely check that out if you want to know like kind of an early perspective of the PS Vita and what I think about it. What I will be doing, and I said I would do this, is as I play through certain games, like for the 4 games that I have for it, right now I've extensively played Dungeon Hunter Alliance. I think I'm almost done with it, to be honest. I've only gotten like chapter 3 or 4 in Uncharted, and I haven't even had a chance to try these 2 racing games yet. But what I'll be doing is continuing to play through these, and as I beat them, I'm actually going to do, that's right, Hateful Truth reviews for them. So you're going to actually know what I feel about the games that I purchased for the Vita, and I might even get more, who knows. I actually have a couple games saved up for the Nintendo 3DS that I haven't had a chance to get to. Maybe I'll try to play through some of those and give you some reviews on those as well. So that is up and coming, but that's just, I just want to let everyone know I am going to be playing the Vita games, and I will be reviewing them as I get through them, okay? In addition to that, I also started my playthrough of Syndicate, which is a new first-person shooter game. I've only played, I believe it was like maybe 3 hours into it, and unfortunately that's as far as I've gotten. So I will tell you in the week coming up what exactly to expect for that game, okay? Then on Saturday, John Rambo came over. We did a new edition of Smart Guys, which is our wrestling commentary show. That's over on his channel. We also started a co-op playthrough of a classic game from Marvel Comics, one of the oldies but goodies for PlayStation 2, X-Men Legends, which is actually one of the best X-Men games ever made, regardless of the fact that there are some frustrating parts in it that do kind of pull you out of the immersion of the co-op nature of the game. We're still enjoying the hell out of it, and we got something like 32 parts into that, and I will give you some information on the continuation of that coming up. The only other thing that I do want to mention is that I did do a new episode of Ask the King this past week, and I apologize because it was kind of a week early. Originally, I'd announced I was probably going to do it next week on March 1st, but I realized I was going to end up being busy, so I said I'm going to try to do it this week, and I did. This past week, there's a new episode of Ask the King, a two-parter. This one addressed a lot of interesting questions that people have been asking me about a lot of different things, including, have I heard about this new Super Turbo Legends tournament that's going on, and will I be participating in it? What are some of my favorite games and movies of all time? All kinds of really interesting questions. I was very surprised at the quality of the questions this month. They were really, really good. So please go check that out. A lot of people, unfortunately, I hate to say it, not a lot of people seem to check out my Ask the King series. I usually get maybe anywhere between 10, maybe 15,000 views a video, and it kind of boggles my mind because I get people who ask me stuff all the time, and this is the series where I answer questions, and then people apparently don't watch it that much, and then people just keep asking the same damn questions over and over and over. I'm like, I have a series where I answer fan questions. You can learn so much about me and my thoughts and everything like that. If you just watch those episodes of that series, you will learn a lot, and I don't know why more people don't. But anyway, that is up here on DSP Gaming as well. So that's it for the previous week. Let's talk about this week coming up because I'm really excited about a couple things. First of all, on Monday, which is probably when you're watching this video, I know because I'm not uploading it right away because I want to, again, to give more time for Episode 2 of Project 7 to be the only thing on my channel, so it gets a lot of attention. But I will be completing the Syndicate campaign playthrough on Monday. So you're going to see the end of that, and then more than likely, depending on what happens, I'll probably review it if I have time. Depends on how long the game is. I'm going to probably do a Hateful Truth review because it only has a campaign and a co-op campaign, and that's it. It's not like there's any online multiplayer, competitive multiplayer, or anything like that. So really, once you beat it, and then you can review it. So I'll give my thoughts on that. Tuesday is going to see a couple new releases this week, which is exciting. You've got SSX. That's right. It's that snowboarding game that at the Spike TV Game of the Year Awards of 2010, they had this really weird first announcement trailer that made it look like it was some kind of spy espionage game where you're shooting people on a snowboard. It was fucking weird. So now we're going to finally get our hands on it and see what the hell the game really is. So that's it. And I think the big release for this week is Binary Domain, which is a game that it was actually supposed to come out a little bit earlier this month, originally got delayed. Looks like a really interesting title. I'm really, really interested to get into it. So that is probably what I'll start with, and then we'll also do some SSX gameplay during the course of the week, okay? Now this is the special announcement that I really want to talk about. If you remember correctly, a couple weeks back, maybe almost a month back, I did mention to everyone that being partnered with Machinima, first of all, has been great for me, okay? And as you've noticed, Machinima logo now is kind of on my channel all the time. On edited videos like this one, the Machinima logo shows up as a pre-roll. And I announced a couple weeks ago that there are going to be some interesting promotional opportunities probably going on this year because I am one of the bigger Machinima partners. Well, an exclusive opportunity has appeared. There is a indie game. It's pretty much an indie game, even though it is being published by a major publisher. It's pretty much independent. It's a game that didn't get a lot of publicity. It's an Xbox Live downloadable title, and it is coming out this week. It is actually in the vein of classic FPS arena shooters like Quake 3 Arena or Unreal Tournament, okay? And I have actually, because I'm a Machinima partner, have gotten an opportunity to get a shot at this game early, okay? Not that it matters because no one's playing online, obviously, because it's not for sale yet, but I've been playing against some bots and such. And, yeah, I've made some gameplay videos of this game, and I've actually been asked by Machinima to put some of these up on Wednesday of this week so that everyone out there can see what this game is like. And so what you can look for on Wednesday, obviously there's going to be whatever my normal gameplay videos are on Wednesday, but you're also going to see a special set of videos for this game. And for people who follow me on Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP, please follow me on Twitter, by the way. All kinds of information about what's going on with my videos, what's going up when, and all kinds of really important stuff. So definitely, I don't use it for the personal side like most people do. I use it for business. So if you want to be in the know about me and my videos and what's going on, that's the place to follow me, @TheyCallMeDSP on Twitter. But anyway, for people who follow me on Twitter, there's going to be a special giveaway this week coming up on Wednesday. So basically what's going to happen is my set of videos of this game are going to go up, and when they do, I'll be tweeting about it at @TheyCallMeDSP. Like, they're going up right now, everyone check it out. And then once this set of videos are completed, I am going to be giving away a couple free copies, or a few free copies of this game over Xbox Live. Like, I have the codes for, downloadable. So watch the videos. If you like the game, you have a chance to actually get the game completely for free. If you watch the videos and then you jump to my Twitter account, you'll be getting that information. So definitely, if you're interested, on Wednesday, keep your eyes and ears open, especially on my Twitter account, @TheyCallMeDSP, where I'll be announcing when I'm going to upload those videos, so everyone knows. And then once they're completed, and you watch through them, jump back to my Twitter, and then some people are going to actually win, the game. And there's no requirement. You don't have to sign. You don't have to thumb up my video. You don't have to vote up my video or spread my video or watch my video 400 times like all these assholes out there who try to basically game the system of YouTube and cheat people in order to try to get more views. That's not what I'm about. This is a special promotion that I've been provided because I'm a Machinima partner, and that's why I'm doing it. And it's great because I get to give back to the fans as well. 3 lucky fans are going to be winning this game for free. So more on that as we approach it. Definitely on Wednesday, follow me @TheyCallMeDSP. You'll have a chance to win a free game, basically, if you have, obviously, Xbox Live. Okay? So check that out. There's a special thing going on this week. First time I've gotten this opportunity. I'm actually hoping that it works out well, and some people check out this game, which would be great. And then maybe some more opportunities like that will open up later on in the year as well. Okay? In addition to all this, there will be a new co-op gameplay on Saturday with John Rambo. We're going to be continuing X-Men Legends, and we're hoping that we can beat it, but we found out the game is extremely long, and John has played it when it was new. I never did, so I didn't know what we were getting into, but John said it was really good, and I agree. The co-op parts are really, really good. So we will be continuing it on Saturday, in addition to filming another episode of Smart Guys. Now, this is one of those weeks where I'm not sure how much gameplay is going to be, filling up spots. So, for example, Binary Domain, it may take a day to beat, it may take a week to beat. I don't know. It's one of those games. You don't know how long it's going to take. SSX, how much am I going to want to play it? Is there campaign mode versus just exhibition versus playing online? How much footage am I going to be making of it? And so, depending on that, okay, this might be a week where I have an opportunity to maybe go back and fill in the blanks on a couple different things that I haven't had a chance to get to, okay? One of those things could be online play for games that I haven't had a chance to do yet. But, some games people have been begging me to play more of, like UFC. Some people want me to play UFC online. It may be a chance for me to go back to my fighting game channel, DSP Street Fighter, and play a little bit more Soul Calibur 5. Maybe try Soul Calibur 5 online. And I know I say this from time to time, but that's why I'm not promising it. I'm saying it may be, depending on what happens this week. But this could be a week where it's time to maybe do some filler, or I can go back to stuff. Another thing that a lot of people asked me for, but unfortunately I just did not have time to do, was Kingdoms of Amalur, which a lot of people rated pretty highly. And it looked really good. I played the demo, really liked the demo. I have the game sitting right there, and I just haven't had a chance to play it, okay? There's also supposed to be, and I haven't 100% confirmed this, but there's supposed to be an Assassin's Creed Revelations story DLC, similar to how there was the Da Vinci disappearance last year with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Supposedly there's an Assassin's Creed Revelations DLC coming out this week. I haven't confirmed that, but a lot of people have told me that through messages, and I'm wondering if that's true. If that's true, that's probably something I'm going to try to get to as well. So The guarantees this week are that you're going to see this conclusion of Syndicate, you're going to see some SSX gameplay, you're going to see me play through Binary Domain, and then some of the possibilities of other things would be the Assassin's Creed DLC, Kingdoms of Amalur, online play of UFC, Undisputed 3, and some Soul Calibur 5. So it's one of those fun weeks where I have the ability to toy around with some things. Some other things you might see, I might, if I have time, and again, this depends on if I really do have time to do it or not, I may finally get to do the DSP Tries It video that I've been dying to do on this LaserMods custom Xbox 360 gamepad that they created for me several weeks ago. I did do a video about it when I unboxed it, and I did talk about it a couple times, but I have not had a chance to do a full review style video on it. Primarily because I've been using it for playthroughs on and off, and the batteries still haven't died. And I really wanted to let everyone know what the battery life looked like, but they still haven't died. And I've played probably about 10 hours of gameplay, and it still hasn't died. Keep in mind, with all these lights that light up on the damn thing, the batteries don't seem to be running out any earlier than they normally would. So that's a good thing. Let me tell you, that's a good thing for a controller like this. So there's a possibility I may be doing that. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I may be doing that this week as well. Okay, so I think now we've talked enough about what's coming up this week. I just want to give everyone the heads up early that not this coming weekend, but the weekend after is the weekend that my girlfriend will be coming to see me. You know, once a month she comes to visit. And so that particular weekend, you will not see any new gameplay besides if we continue the co-op of Ratchet and Clank All for One, which we probably will. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't, but I just want to give everyone the heads up that that particular weekend you won't be seeing extensive amounts of gameplay like you usually do, and you won't be seeing any co-op with John Rambo. So that is the weekend. That's actually the weekend right after the release of Mass Effect 3. So not this weekend coming up, but the weekend after. So you're going to see Mass Effect 3 gameplay, you're going to see Street Fighter Cross Tekken gameplay, and then I'm going to have a couple days off, but you'll see the Ratchet and Clank All for One gameplay. We'll talk more about that as it approaches next week, but I just want to give everyone the early heads up. So please, watch Project 7 Episode 2 if you haven't. If you have and you like it, please go subscribe to Respect the Pact. They deserve it. They deserve more attention. And like I said, they're starting playthroughs, which you might want to check out. And please spread the word about Project 7, because again, this is not a series that we're promoting anywhere. Now, once we've done maybe 3 or 4 episodes, I will be giving these to Machinima, and they may actually put these up either on Machinima or Machinima Respawn, and that might open us up to a whole new audience, but that's not ready yet. That's in the works. So please, right now we're relying on word of mouth. If you liked the episode, please spread the word, and please watch it 4,000 times each. I'm kidding, of course, but you know what I mean. Alright, thanks a lot. That's it for the weekend preview. It's been a long one. Hope it's informative, and now you know what to expect. I will see you for more gameplay this week. Thanks a lot.